Hey everyone, Allison Gardner here, and I'm very excited to share with you some life experience that I have been gaining over the last few months. Have you ever heard the phrase, just set that goal, you're more likely to reach your goals if you actually write them down and you focus on them and you work towards them, right? Everybody kind of subscribes to this idea on New Year's Eve because everyone's asking, what are your New Year's resolutions? What then nobody really talks about is that by the end of January, those New Year's resolutions are generally out the window and we are back to life as usual because we didn't, probably because it was harder than we thought it was going to be. I have found myself in that boat on occasion where I set a goal, I really want to get something, so I write it down and I break it down into action steps like I've taught you guys before, and I put it on my vision board so I can start visualizing it, and nothing happens. Have you guys ever run into that? I mean, there are some goals that we set that really do, you look at it, you put it on a vision board, you envision what it is you're hoping for, and you just go with it. You're able to break it into those steps that are very doable and you run for it. But then there are other goals that just don't work out quite the way that you hoped. And you just feel really frustrated because you follow the exact same pattern. You write them down because you're supposed to write them down so that your brain quantifies them and gives them quality because you wrote them down. And then you put it on a vision board or you put it someplace where you see it, maybe on your bathroom mirror. And you focus on it and you focus on it and you focus on it and you break it down into action steps and nothing happens. What do you do then? When you pour your whole heart into it and you're trying and you're getting up early to work on it, you're staying up late to work on it, you're pouring your heart and your soul into it and nothing happens. Well, at times like that, generally we're tempted to have a gallon of chocolate ice cream to drown our woes. But does that really get us where we want to go? Probably not, especially if it's a weight goal. That definitely isn't get us where we want to go. So in today's video, I want to share a little bit with you guys about our number one enemy of success. And our number one enemy of success is discouragement. So as I shared in a previous video, our brain functions really well on dopamine. Like, that's kind of the nature of our existence. When we have a really good conversation with someone and we make a connection, our brain fires dopamine. When you get a text message and your phone goes ding, you get dopamine. When you see some numbers that you've been working toward get closer to those numbers you want, you release dopamine. And your brain gets really excited and you get energized to keep moving forward. So what happens when none of those things come? The numbers don't change, you can't seem to make connections with people, and you just feel frustrated. That, my friends, is when discouragement shows up. And so the first step of being able to overcome discouragement is realizing that that's what's going on. That because you're not seeing consistent results, you're not seeing the ability to consistently move forward, you get frustrated. And you want to stop, and you don't want to keep moving forward. I was working with a client last week talking about how you build a successful routine. And what I realized as I shared with her is that you have a successful routine when you keep doing it, even when you don't see immediate success. And that's something we as humans need to learn. We live in an instant gratification world. You send a text message, you get one right back. Everybody is so interconnected. You send a friend request, you get a response back. You do this and instant gratification. You're just always so interconnected with people and circumstances that things always seem to be happening. And so for us, in order to really reach success, to really move towards our goals, is to understand that we keep moving forward even when we don't get that gratification, even when we don't get that support back. So throughout this video, I give you some tips about how to start your goals, writing them down to make them more important to your brain, posting them somewhere so you see it, envisioning what it would be like to actually reach that goal, building an after story for yourself, and how to keep moving forward even when your brain is not releasing dopamine because you're not getting instant responses back. The first step is to realize that some things are not going to instantly show up. But that doesn't mean what you're doing is flawed. It just means you keep moving forward and you keep doing the routine that you're putting into place. And I will see you guys Thursday for the follow-up of this tip of how you overcome discouragement and how you keep working towards your goals, even if you might not be as excited about it as you were the first day you started. And I'll see you guys on the flip side, towards the brighter side.